This is the safest way to camp outdoors. Outside, it was a frozen wasteland, with temperatures dropping to -30 degrees Celsius. A family of 3 lives in their own RV. The temperature inside is as high as 20 degrees Celsius. Moreover, all living facilities are available. Even in the wild, they can achieve self-sufficiency. Ionia at the end of May is covered in snow and ice. This jungle feels like a forgotten planet. At this moment, a yellow RV was slowly driving through the area. This man's name is Afu. He was with his family of 3, looking for an ideal campsite. After a 2-hour-long journey, finally found a flat and open space. So they chose to settle down in this place. As a person, obsessive-compulsive disorder, patient with an extreme pursuit of detail. To make the car park more securely, you also need to take out the level from your phone. This ensures the car is adjusted to the optimal angle. This greatly enhances the camping experience. It can be seen. OFU's parking skills. I am quite satisfied. And if you really want to enter from the outside, we also need to attach the telescopic ladder to the car door. Look at this enormous thing in front of you. The customization tool also hides secrets. First, simply open the back panel of the driver's seat. It can be conveniently installed directly inside the RV. In addition, he opened the tailgate with one click. This resulted in a spacious platform. Obviously, it's not too late. He manually lifted the back cover. Instantly, a sharp ceiling was formed. At last, then used transparent roller blinds to enclose 3 sides and place it securely in the preset card slot. In an instant, I possessed a perfect 3-sided viewing terrace, and in order to fully realize its maximum value, simply assemble the pre-prepared seats. You can easily enjoy the pleasures of a gazebo. At the same time, to ensure that it can be viewed from various angles. Seeing the beautiful scenery outside the window, Afu quickly climbed onto the roof of the car. Clear the snow off the skylight to ensure unobstructed view. Once everything is fully prepared, and they officially began their RV video recording. The primary task is to ensure comfortable temperature inside the car. So, Afu quickly turned on the car heater. Portable heating systems can also heat hot water. Then, Afu filled the stove with dry firewood. Then ignite directly with a spray gun. A short while, a warm current gradually filled the entire RV. And place a machine on the stove. Exquisite ironclad fan. Not only can it make the air inside the car circulate better, and also ensure every corner you can feel the even warmth. This is so that we can enjoy a delicious dinner as soon as possible. The wife took out fresh beef from the refrigerator. Next, put it into a clay pot. Finally, place it on the stove and simmer patiently. After these preparations are completed, Afu and his wife then, finally, I can sit in the spacious restaurant. Enjoy the stunning scenery outside the window. Before we knew it, it was evening. The surrounding heavy snow completely. There is no sign of stopping. The temperature inside the RV seemed to have reached its peak. As a result, the interior of the RV was somewhat stuffy. Even the transparent roller blinds started to become blurry. The surface was covered with fine, dense water vapor. I would also open the window every now and then. Let it breathe. As time slowly passed, the aroma of meat quickly filled the entire RV. Finally, the soybeans are added and simmered for a while longer. Simmering time is approximately 20 minutes. While heating, the family of 3 then went outside. Breathe fresh air. By this time, glistening icicles were already hanging on the car. Before long, his body was covered in snow. However, the low temperature outside made them feel cold. As a result, I stayed for less than 10 minutes. Then he returned to the RV. The wife, who was in charge tonight, prepared rice. He took out a pot and, first, stir-fry the rice in oil. Then add boiling water and simmer. Meanwhile, the beef in the pot was already cooked. To ensure the taste of the food, you should also take out some soup and give it to Afu to taste. This allows you to check the taste and texture of the food. Degree. This allows the whole family to enjoy the most perfect flavor. Although the wind and snow outside seemed to have intensified, the temperature also continued to drop. At the house, the warmth inside the car made them feel incredibly comfortable. Dinner is ready. The wife ladled the cooked rice into a plate. Then pour on the rich beef broth. Just one glance. It makes people drool. Accompanied by that enticing aroma, they then happily hid behind their clothes and began to eat. And after dinner, Fu went outside again. At this point, the snow on the ground was already a full 25 centimeters deep. The exterior of the car has already taken shape. Countless icicles. Faced with such frigid weather, they soon felt the biting cold. He then hurriedly returned to the RV. After Afu added the last batch of dry wood. This also marks the time for rest. I personally arranged the sleeping bag carefully for my daughter. After my daughter fell asleep peacefully, Afu carefully inspected the RV. Ensure all facilities are functioning properly. After kissing my daughter goodnight, only then did he and his wife drift off to sleep peacefully. Early the next morning, in this tranquil forest, the RV is like a still pearl, surrounded by thick white snow. Everything around, they were all immersed in pure, flawless white. All that could be seen was Afu lying horizontally on the ground. It is speculated that the loud snoring at night was caused by the darkness. At this moment, Afu tried to wake the sleeping man, the daughter, but it ended in failure. Due to the heat inside the kettle, the water was heated overnight. Cannot be used directly for washing and grooming. Afu needs to add some cold water and put it in the snow outside to cool it down. Only then was a simple washing and grooming possible. And, after all this is over, then Afu climbed onto the roof of the car again. Seen the chicken blood again. Meanwhile, his wife was preparing breakfast. He took out the cutlery. Patiently break the cheese into small pieces. Then garnish it with fresh green vegetables. They carefully added these side dishes and seasonings. Prepared dough. Finally, perform a simple wrapping. At the same time, the daughter also woke up from her sleep. He started complaining that Ofu's snoring was too loud last night. Why I couldn't get up on time. The wife then put the food into the frying pan. And fry both sides until golden brown. Then it can be taken out of the oven. The family of 3 enjoyed themselves happily. After filling their stomachs, they then went outside. Small icicles that were originally on the car were now visible. It has already formed a behemoth. The vehicle's surface was also covered with a crystal clear ice. The surrounding scenery is truly breathtaking. Afu also became aroused. Accompanied by a melodious tune. Their RV filming project is also coming to an end. Afu then restored the RV to its original state. The car started slowly, leaving this beautiful place